Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here, and I'm recording this in the middle of the night again. I'm inviting you to wake up and be you. Um, Again, I apologize for the lighting, but it's a little better than the last one I did, I think. Um, so it's a new year, because I'm recording this like right before New Year's in Utah, and um, having it scheduled to go out on New Year's Day. So Happy New Year, everybody. It's actually 2020. How crazy is that? It is 2020 in some parts of the world, so I can say that it's 2020. Whoa! Um, Today, my tip or idea or the things that I want to share with you about being you has to do with um, letting go of everything that's not you. If you're an empath, then you may or may not, you may not be aware of it yet, but you probably pick up a lot of people's energy, like other people around you's energy. And a lot of different types of people do this. Some don't know that they do it. Some don't realize it's empathic. Some people call it something else. Basically, I think to a degree, anybody can benefit from this concept that you're of letting go of other people's stuff. So I wanted to share with you a couple of things I have learned to help protect you and to help let go of other things. I personally don't like shielding. I know a lot of people like shielding, and that's basically where you imagine some kind of a shield around you that kind of keeps all the bad stuff out. It feels like a wall to me. It feels like it's disconnecting me from people, and I crave that connection, so it really doesn't serve me to make a shield. A similar concept that does help me sometimes is I imagine a ball of light in the center of me, and I watch it grow and grow and grow, and it just pushes out everything, and it's kind of like a solid light, like a sun type idea, where it's just there's the source and it just keeps growing, and as it grows out, it pushes other things out and kind of creates a different shield like that, where I'm shining so brightly that the negative things around me just can't hang out with me. But it doesn't always work. I don't always remember to do it. When I remember to do it, it works. I just don't always remember to do that. So what do you do if you are picking up people's energy? Before I do that, there's one other thing. It's called a zip up, and it's from the Donna Eden Energy Medicine. And you put your hand down, like near your pelvic bone, and you trace up your hand up the front of your body to your nose. So you just go up, and you do that like 3 times, and it helps like kind of seal up your energy. Another thing that can help protect you from picking up other people's energy is also from Donna Eden, and it's like an energy aura fluff. And you do this spinny thingy around in your energy that'll help fluff your energy out, because if you get your energy, your aura is strong, then it's not going to be picking up stuff. Okay, so there's a couple of things. When you do find that you have picked up other people's energy, one technique I've heard a lot of in the last few weeks is you say, that's their energy, this is my energy. This is really good if you are aware of whose energy you've been picking up, and you just like, that's their energy, this is my energy. That's their energy, this is my energy. And you kind of do that a few times until you feel yourself just with your own emotions again, like letting go of their emotions. Part of the reason why we pick up people's emotions is because we know that they're hurting, and there is a part of us that thinks that we can help them if we take it on. Or we want to empathize with them in that if we know what it feels like then we can care for them more. Things like that. It actually serves them better if we are in our own energy and let them be in their own energy and support them from a loving space of our own space. And that reminds me of another technique that I know of, and that's you imagine the beam of light coming down from your higher power, God, the divine. Imagine that light coming down and stepping into that light. Because what's happened a lot of times when you're helping somebody else or when you're picking up their energy is that you've stepped out of your own truth, your own strength to help them. So if you imagine yourself in that light, then you're back inside of you, you're back in your own space, and you can help them from this space of love. One of the things I do, if I start picking up headaches, because people are taking my energy for whatever reason, instead of getting all mad at them for taking it, I actually start channeling energy intentionally. I imagine that beam of light coming into my head, going down into my heart, and out of my hands in their direction. And immediately the headache just goes away because now I'm giving them energy, I'm channeling it from proper sources instead of them taking my own. Okay, so sometimes it's as simple as the power of our words. There is a whole group of people that when they realize they have somebody else's energy, they ask, is it mine? And if the answer is no, then they will return to sender with consciousness. And I understand the concept of this, and so if that serves you, go ahead and do it. For myself, it doesn't quite work so great in my mindset about things, my own perspective about things. So actually what I do when I'm doing it that way is I send the information, I either send the energy, sorry, I'm going to tip this up a little bit. I don't really have a space to put my thing. I'm trying. Maybe that'll help a little bit. I take and send it to God to return to center with His truths, or I will just even say I return to sender with God's truth. It just feels better for me. It's just a personal preference. Okay, and other ways that you can deal with it, you can imagine all of the energy, like imagine a problem and ask yourself how much of it is yours, and then you pile everything you imagine it being piled, everything that is not yours, because say your answer was 20%. 20% of it is yours, 80% of it is not yours. So you imagine all the 80% being put in a pile, the 20% being put in another pile, and then you have that 80% taken away. Higher power, angels, send it to the universe, send it away. Give it back to the people if that's what you need to do. But let go of all of that, and then you just ask yourself what you need to do for your remaining portion, that 20% that's yours. What else is there that we can do? You can do a spinal flush, which is also a Dana Eden technique, and that's where you, if you're there are ways to do it kind of on yourself, but it's not as easy. Some people will do this kind of thing, where they send the energy down, pick it up from behind them. I don't know, it's so awkward, so crazy. But if you can have somebody else do it, you have them go and they go in with their thumbs down the sides of your spine every like half a centimeter or every centimeter, half an inch or so. You have them go down and just kind of push into the points along the spine, and then they brush down the energy like 3 times. And that will help just brush down some of that energy that's been collecting on your back. I feel like I'm missing one. and I just had a warning come up on my phone. I have no clue what it said. What am I missing? I think some of the key factors for picking up other people's energy is remembering that you really can't do anything for them. It's addressing the savior complex that a lot of empaths get. Like, there's a part of them inside that really feels like they can save people. So, when they're around people that are hurting in any way, shape, or form, they take that energy on in an effort to try to help them. But it doesn't work. It just makes both of you miserable, and you can definitely serve better from a positive space when you feel like you're missing something. Well, the image that's coming right now is imagining the sun shining on you and burning off everything that is not yours. A lot of people that have problems with weight, it's because they are taking on the weight of somebody else, or even just the problems of somebody else. So if you want to really be you, my tip for you today is to let go of everything that is not you. Let that go and choose to fill yourself with light afterwards. Like, when you let go of everything that isn't you, then take a moment just to imagine all of that space that stuff was taking up being filled with light and supportive energy and love and forgiveness and gratitude. And I think that's what I have to share for you guys today. Have a great new year, and we'll see you guys next time. Oh, and remember to let your light shine big, bright, light, and beautiful. Be the incredible you that you were designed to be, and I'll see you guys next time.